Did you know that 47% of adults say dating is much harder today than it was just 10 years ago?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But you
That's
have
a
online
lot.
now.
Ugh.
It explains how Brooke was able to trick somebody into marrying her. Meanwhile, our own Alexis is still
Hey.
very single
Wait.
and
Okay, see-
very, very lonely.
Are you
Okay, it's
saying
the
that-
odds that I'm going against Brooke.
You're saying that she's more marriage material than me? What are you saying?
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm shocked at what's happening in front of us. But one of our listeners has been off the market for about a decade now, and he's trying to wade back into the slime pool of love.
Oh, man.
Slime pool.
Don't
He
get it
doesn't
in
know
your
that it got
eyes.
slimier.
Gross.
And already, the first person that he went out with is not responding.
Ooh, great.
tough.
So we're going to hop into that slime pool with him and try to find out why when we do your second date update next. When you date online, some people connect over shared interests or hobbies. Other people connect because they're both freaking hot. But one of our listeners, Thomas, says he connected with a woman online over their joint sadness.
Oh.
Or something like that.
I feel like
Okay.
this is how I'm going to meet my wife.
Let's talk to Thomas. Thomas, did you meet her on tiermatch.com?
Is that a thing?
Or was it the Kleenex Club? Which one was
Oh,
it?
that's cute.
Yeah.
Well, that could go wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not getting paid by any of the services I use, so I'm not going to give any free advertising. But we did meet online.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
What's this sadness you speak of, my friend?
Well, you know how you can put, like, whether you're single or divorced, there's an option where you can put separated. And so thought I would be honest since the divorce isn't finalized or anything. So I listed my status as separated.
Oh.
Okay. Why wouldn't you normally do that?
Well, I would normally tell the truth. That's what I do. But I think sometimes people don't want to scare somebody off, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
I think it'd be a turn off. Like,
Yeah.
people are in the middle of something really messy. Like, you just don't
Yeah.
want to even swipe on them. You
It's
know?
like on Facebook when they're single and people sometimes put it's complicated. I'm
Yeah.
like, why would
You're
you
like,
do
that's a
that?
mess.
Yeah, you're obviously involved with somebody.
But some people think that's a turn on. They're like, ooh, a
True.
disaster? I want in.
Oh, let me
Not the
ruin
people
that.
you usually want to date, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know.
Exactly.
He says that he matched with somebody that was separated too, it sounds like.
yes, her name's Cecilia, and
Okay.
she also had separated on her profile.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, she had a very nice smile, and she had big curly hair. I'm a sucker for big,
Oh.
Didn't think that was
Yeah.
coming, but awesome.
Okay, no, that's good. The hair is also a very good feature.
I mean, it's a good start, though. I'm going to change the subject real quick. It's a good start that you guys are going through. I mean, I don't know how similar it is, but a similar life experience. So you're
Yeah.
coming in with understanding, and you probably don't feel like you have to explain a lot, right?
Sure.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like prefaces into why I'm calling y'all. We went on a date, and this
Yeah.
is my first date since my soon-to-be ex-wife.
Mhm.
Yeah, and
Wow.
she's met a couple guys for like coffee or something super casual, and so we went and got a bite to eat.
Okay, wait, what were you feeling? Like, slow down, because this is the first date out of your marriage.
Let me guess. Hold on. I'm a psychic. You were nervous.
No, he could have been feeling excited. He could have
Hold
been
on.
feeling.
Let the psychic
Yeah,
do his
let's
work.
see if Psychic
Brooke.
Jose is worth the money.
Tell us.
Yeah, I went all out. I got dressed to the nines, like Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber, a tuxedo.
Okay. That doesn't sound nervous to
No.
me.
You're joking,
Yeah.
right?
No, of course I was.
Yes,
Okay.
I knew it.
I'm
I knew
like,
it.
you never know. You've been out of the dating game for a minute. Maybe you just didn't read the room right anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought it was positive that I got a first date out of messaging someone over the internet. So I mean, that was I might.
It's a good
I
start.
thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, good start.
Yeah, well, how did it go when you showed up? Like, how was Celia?
Yeah, what was the vibe?
Aside from the usual kind of laughs and jokes you crack, the thing that we definitely bonded over, I would say, like 50% of the date was our situation that led us to being separated on, both of us kind
Yeah.
of talking about our personal lives,
But that's good. That's good because normally if you're on a date with someone who's just single, they won't relate and you wouldn't dare bring it up, because you don't want to hear about it. But if you're both going through it, it's like, no, please, I need someone to talk to about this.
I guess that is key. You both have it in common, so you
Yeah.
can bond over it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Is that how it went?
Yeah, I mean, there definitely wasn't a pity party but it was like bonding, yeah.
How many shots of tequila do you need in order to get through that conversation?
It's only like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 margaritas, maybe.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, were you able to flirt too, though? Because if you're talking a lot about, your exes and things.
I mean, we didn't. I mean, no one stayed the night at anybody's house or anything like that. But like I said, I cracked some jokes. I got some genuine laughs. So I count that as flirting.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Why do you want to call her back? I mean, maybe this was just your practice date, right? Before you got a lot of,
Well,
I'm guessing, time to make up for right now.
Yeah, well, once
Yeah, why aren't you sleeping with everybody around town? Why are you just sticking to one person? Why limit yourself?
I'm just saying, like, why her?
Yeah.
Like, it's your first
Okay.
date. Like,
So the first date I thought went well. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm figuring that, I might as well, before I go fish in the sea as it is, I might as well make sure this one's off the hook.
Got to cut the line.
okay, that was
A lot of references.
That was
Yeah.
a lot of metaphors in that
I'm
one.
into it. I'm
Um,
into it. And it doesn't matter the size of your worm, by the way. Women love
We
all
didn't go
baits.
to that.
I'm just
Look,
saying, bro.
That's not true.
Well, yeah, let's get back to the date. How did the night end?
Like I said, no, we stayed at anybody's house. There was no making out or anything like that.
Okay.
A hug?
Yeah, there was a hug. But one thing that I think is kind of a concern that I would say is she had mentioned that the reason of her separation was there was cheating involved, and I could see how she did not want to put out any kind of vulnerability, like, to get herself hurt, like I'm trying to be a player, which I'm not, like I'm not trying to be, my intention was to get to know her and go on a second date.
And
not,
did you guys make any, like, future plans? I always think that's a good sign on a date.
yeah, well, we didn't nail down, it was like, hey, let's go miniature golfing, tomorrow. We didn't do anything like that.
Okay.
It was, like a hug at the end of the night, and I was like, make sure you get home safe, and then I'll see what you want to do.
Okay.
I'll hit you up.
So how was the hug? Was it like a quick hug, or was it like a sensual long, she smelled your hair, kind of like...
You don't have to answer that if you
I don't-
want
I
to.
think you should smell people's hair on the first
Yeah.
date ever.
You can just
Okay.
it was just a nice hug, right?
Yeah, it was just, I think it was a very
All right.
standard end of the night.
You didn't like rub your hands up and down her
Okay.
back?
Don't
Let's
need
get- let's
Okay.
move
no more
forward.
details needed. I think we're just gonna play a song. We'll come back. We'll call Celia for you and try and get you your second date update. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Hold on, man.
Jeff, give me a hug.
Okay. Stepping back on the dating scene after going through a failed marriage.
Wow,
Ooh,
that
well,
just
say it
hey,
like that.
At least he's got
God.
this music on.
I'm just saying things are probably different than the first time around.
I hope.
Oh.
I hope
Yeah.
this is not what you tell your friends if they ever call you and say that their marriage
long
is
as you-
ending.
I'm just trying to paint the scene. Like
Okay.
the people
Yeah.
are older. The
Mhm.
drinks hit you harder.
That's true.
And the hugs are standard.
Mm.
Nothing
Yeah.
more, nothing less.
Okay.
No one's smelling anybody's hair.
Or
Yeah.
rubbing backs.
Well, that's what happened with one of our listeners, Thomas, who's currently going through a separation himself. And so was his date, Celia. So naturally, they talked a lot about their situations, and they were very open and vulnerable with each other, which Thomas took as a good sign. But
It
now,
is.
Celia's not responding to him, which Thomas is taking as a bad sign.
That's a good
He
way to
should.
do it.
Dating
yeah.
hasn't changed in that sense. When
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah.
talk to you.
Some things never change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Thomas, how you feeling, man?
Well, you guys gave it quite the lead up.
Yeah.
Sorry,
No
Jeff
pressure,
gets a little
Thomas.
happy.
I'm second guessing myself now.
Oh no.
We can keep that music going the whole time.
Yeah.
if you want, bro. It helps.
Do you know what we never asked you is have you tried to get a hold of her?
I reached out to her, yes, but I did not receive any communication back. And
Okay.
I mean, I'm calling up you guys because I feel like it went well, and so
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what I do wrong.
Okay.
Just brace yourself here because you're new to dating. You may hear some things you don't want to hear. That doesn't mean that you're
Yeah.
not good at it. Okay.
And as Brooke would say, there's a whole city of people to sleep with.
And you should.
That is
Brooke says.
actually exactly what I would condone.
All right, so let's give Celia a call and we'll see if she answers and what she has to say. Let's do this. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, is this Celia?
Yes.
Sorry, I was really excited there. Um,
Hi, Celia.
I wasn't sure if you're going to answer. Hey, we're Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning from the radio.
Hey.
Cool.
What?
Now she's not answering.
Give her a second to process. This is probably a lot, right,
Yeah.
Celia?
I don't. Who is this?
Yeah, we're a morning radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and we're hoping that you'll be a part of a segment with us here called the Second Date Update.
Oh, no, thank you. That's okay.
Okay.
No, Celia, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
We're actually calling on behalf of one of our listeners who you went out on a date with. A very hot date, it sounded like. His name's Thomas.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh.
That didn't sound
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that didn't sound good.
Thomas, I think, is clueless because that was not a good response about Thomas.
I mean, like, we had a really nice dinner, and I was hopeful.
Okay.
That's good.
But we kind of got into a personal conversation about our situations, our separations, our marriages, and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he told us that too.
And it was a big red flag for me that kind of popped up. So,
Wait, are you saying
Whoa.
just you guys discussing the marital situations was a red flag or something specifically about the conversation?
yeah, it was more specific. It was like I told him, like, basically my situation ended because of cheating.
Oof.
And I was the cheater. I was unfaithful.
Oh, you were
Oh.
the cheater.
Oh, no.
Oh, interesting. So he didn't share a lot of your story at all. He just said that there was like that's why your marriage ended. We just assumed that it was your ex.
Okay.
But okay, that's fine.
What
Well,
was
it's
a red
not fine. That's
But
all.
it is what it is.
But
Yeah.
What was a red flag about that?
Well, for me, the red flag was like he acted really weird. Like it was just normal and he was understanding and like trying to make excuses for me. And I'm thinking, this guy's kind of weak.
What?
Wait, what do you mean he was making excuses for you?
Like, oh, well, I guess he wasn't paying you attention or, you know.
You wanted him to be mean to you instead? Or
he
like,
should have
No,
been.
I just-
not
no.
mean.
Not the
not
first
mean,
time.
But
It's more like I just laid what I had out there on the table, and his reaction was just a little too normal for me. Like,
Oh.
I told him the real, like, listen, I cheated, and he was just like, oh, that's okay.
Okay. Well, maybe he cheated in his relationship too. I mean, or he's just awkward and doesn't know what to say there
Yeah.
because he doesn't want to insult his date. He liked you.
What did you want to hear from him? What would have been a good
Exactly.
response in your mind?
I wanted him to be disgusted by it because I think it's really horrible what I did.
Yeah, that was my
maybe
reaction.
he was like inside,
Yeah,
but
like-
didn't feel
I'm sure
that.
he felt that way, but
Yeah.
he didn't want to say to you on a first date, ew, you disgust me.
Plus, relationships
Good
are
point.
like
Yeah.
really complicated, and sometimes it's
Brooke,
not.
she doesn't want to hear excuses from you.
I'm just saying, like maybe he's just being an understanding person and trying to be empathetic to what you were going through.
Sounds like maybe you should go out with him. You guys are both understanding.
Yeah, Brooke totally understands.
Well,
She encourages it.
if
No,
you're
I
playing the
do not.
statistics,
Don't
chances
say
are
that.
she already has. So
No, I have not cheated.
That was a
All
good
I'm
math
saying
joke.
is like this guy, like he doesn't attack you for being really vulnerable and really honest, because that's probably a hard thing to share with
Yeah.
people.
That's
I would
true.
imagine.
That's true.
You're not listening to me. I deserved it. Like, he didn't even question
Okay.
anything.
Okay,
I see
all
what you're
right.
saying. Like he's siding with the person who cheated
Yeah.
rather than siding with the person who got cheated on.
Yeah, that'd be like
Not
me.
even questioning it. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Okay.
you. All
Maybe
right, so
Kill the
maybe he
guy.
could yell at you now.
yeah, like because
True.
this would be a great chance for him to lay into you because he's actually on the other line listening.
no, actually, I think I've had enough.
No, no.
No,
No,
you don't
you
understand.
can't do
This is
that
the good
now.
part.
He's already there listening right now and wants to talk to you.
Yeah. All right. So let me get this straight. You wanted me to be like Dr. Phil or Steve Harvey or something and just lace into you. Like, how does that make sense on a first date?
First of all, I didn't even know you were on the line. Secondly, I ghosted you for a reason, and I really don't even want to talk to you.
Oh, no.
I hear
Wow.
sparks flying.
Is this the vibe you got, Thomas, when you guys were out?
Nothing like this. This is like Medusa head. I don't know who this woman is.
I'm just being honest with you. I feel like you could have at least questioned why I did it. Like, I need someone to hold me accountable for
Yes.
behavior.
Okay.
All right. You want some criticism? All right. Yeah.
Oh.
You got my nails done. Don't my nails look good? Yeah, your nails don't look good. You got a bad manicure.
Oh,
Wait.
don't go after the nails,
Why are you
bro.
talking about her nails?
No.
Whoa, those cost a lot. Don't insult those.
You didn't go there, did you? Like, my nails looked amazing.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I think he's just trying to
yeah.
give you what you
Relatable.
want there, Celia.
Yeah, he's
not
not
working.
reading what she wants very well, though.
No.
I mean, I will give her that.
Yeah.
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 I'm not sure if
think he's
I'm
getting
reading
it.
exactly what she wants either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like you want to be punished.
Bro, next time bring an iron fist to the date and put the hammer down.
This is why he should have practiced dating more. This is
Oh,
why
oh
he
my
shouldn't
God.
have called the first person back.
was right.
I'm telling you.
Oh.
You gotta try a lot of people out till you find your right match.
Got
But
it.
he could sleep around with other people and cheat on Celia, and then we could send them out on a
No,
second date.
No,
I don't think that's
she's
what
gonna-
she wants either. Yeah, ask her.
I mean, I could ask Celia. Would you be interested in that? Would you like to go out one more time?
I'm good with him. I thought I made that clear.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
she
did.
did.
You
You
did.
did.
You're very clear.
You know, it's just my job to ask.
Yeah.
Jeff, you
Okay.
have to punish her. Bro.
I don't know if Thomas is upset about that though.
Yeah, I'm sad about how this went, especially considering she's out of her mind.
Oh, okay.
Now you're talking the way that she likes.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys having me on, but if I learned anything from this, it's don't date anyone who says separated in their profile.
Oh,
Just
Wait.
that's
just
you.
stick to the singles or the divorcees, I guess.
Oh, that's what you learned.
Yeah, good
okay.
luck.